Hello, my name is Sam. I'm here to talk about my game, Elemental. It is a third-person, side-scrolling shooter adventure game for the PC. My primary target audience is male teenage gamers. I chose this audience because though legally teenagers from 12 to 16 aren't allowed to buy overly violent games, they crave violence, so my game will include violent themes like weapons and explosions, but made in a way that would be suitable for 12 and 16-year-olds in the eyes of Peggy. In addition, I chose teens for my secondary research because most of the most popular games on the PC were aimed at teenagers, and I chose males because in my secondary research it showed that boy gamers spend more time playing than girl gamers. Also, because they are gamers and play games regularly, they would not mind long dialogues or animations. They also like getting immersed into a game or playing casually. I know this because when I did my primary research, it showed that many people like getting immersed into games. My game meets their requirements because it has long enough levels for the players to get immersed into. Also, it allows the player to vent anger because it contains violent themes, and also allows them to escape from the real world. This meets their requirements because when I performed my survey, the teenage participants said they liked games that could vent anger and escape from the real world, as they can get immersed into the game. Furthermore, because it is obviously set in a prison, it is more suited to a male audience because in media and other games set in a prison, they are usually set around a male character, which would appeal more to boys as they would be playing a male character. However, I set the game out to include explosions and humorous dialogue to make the game more exciting and funny, but I did not have enough time to add the dialogue or cutscenes, and I had no other opportunities to add explosions. This would have met the rest of my audience's requirements. Fortunately, my beta test results have shown that people think my game is for a male teenage audience, so it seems as though I have met my audience's requirements. On the other hand, this game could appeal to audiences under 40-year-old, as it is reminiscent of platform games of yore that old audiences would have grown up with. However, as this game is mainly targeted at teens, I have not included elements of older side-scrolling games, such as many simple jump puzzles or the player only being able to damage the enemies by jumping on them, because newer generations may find them boring. So to add a little excitement, I have added little animations throughout the game to add more life to it, as well as a unique way of aiming in a side-scrolling game that older generations would not be used to, but newer ones would enjoy. It is made for the computer because my secondary research shows that the game revenue for PCs has increased over the years, showing popularity for the games on the PC. Also, on average, more people own a PC than a console, meaning more people are likely to buy their games on their PC. In addition, the controls for my game well suit a PC's keyboard and mouse. Plus, games are now easy to buy on the PC because of the new Steam network. Also, my primary research shows that everyone I interviewed or gave a questionnaire to had a PC. The results from my beta test show that my game is kind of popular and people have been able to handle the controls easily. I designed my game for the PC by making semi-detailed levels. My modelling is not advanced, but that is because I had little time. However, I have used many textures because I know a good PC can handle it, but smartphones probably couldn't. Also, I have made many complex assets that again wouldn't be able to be handled by a smartphone, but could be handled by a good PC. Furthermore, the controls for my game have been made to suit a PC, because I have used keys commonly used in PC gaming, and also looking at the controls now, I cannot think of a way they could be translated into smartphone or console controllers. The development process was mostly smooth and without problem, but I did have one quite big problem in the middle of the process. I lost my USB stick that contained quite a lot of my work, including my game script, which is one of the reasons I couldn't add dialogue. Also, I focused too much on advanced programming and not enough on level and asset design. The consequence of this is that I have a lot of good programming, but only for cubes and simple doors, and I only have 2 fairly short levels. Because of this, I have learnt that programming will not have the same effect when put on cubes than if it was put on even simple block characters. When I did my alpha testing, I realized I do have a lot of different pieces of programming and different assets. I also realized there was a lot of extra things I added that were not on my starting plan, and I missed quite a lot of things out that were in my plan. However, most of my game does work, and that some things that didn't work couldn't be solved. This had all helped because it showed me what I needed to specifically fix and what I needed to add in the future. When I did my beta testing and allowed it to other people to play my game, I found a lot of flaws in my game that I wouldn't have found otherwise. The biggest problem was that the collisions around the game had stopped working, which stopped the enemy in my tutorial level from dying and following the player, which in turn stopped the player from advancing to the first level. In addition, it showed some of my design flaws in the first level. For instance, there was a hill that the player struggled to climb over. Furthermore, in both my levels I had boxes that could be shot to be moved, and that when the player went near them, the game started to lag badly. This was a flaw in the software, but it was still quite a big problem. Overall, this beta test helped a lot because it showed me I need to check everything in my game to make sure it works properly. So this is my game demo. Just press play. This is a little animation at the beginning. If I press exit, it exits. And if I press play, then we get started. So as you can see, I have textured a lot of the level, and the camera angle for this animated and it follows the player. You can switch it back, then a quick animation to show danger, and if you fall in one of these, then this happens and you have to press space and you start at the beginning of the level. So to move left and right, I'm using the arrow keys, and to jump, just space. Also, pressing up and down moves this little cursor thing. And these boxes, if you shoot them, they move out of the way. And you can move your cursor when you aim up and down. This blue thing, this is an enemy. If it hits you, your health goes down. Shoot it, it dies. And then we come on to the second level after killing him, which is not working. I'm allowed to do this. Play again. So last time what happened, I think my fireball kind of moved it out of the stage. If you shoot it, it slows down, you shoot it enough, start running away, shoot it one more time, it drops a key, then you pick this up, and then you can go on to the next level. And then the computer stops working for a while, and then we start playing. As you can see, I have more ammo this time, a bit of foreshadowing. Then you jump on this, you go up to my beautifully textured tree, and then come up more physics boxes, you shoot them out of the way. And then the game stops working again. Okay, we're back up. I forgot to mention this water behind, you jump in it and then you die. And then hopefully this will work. Doesn't seem to want to work for some reason. Right, when I touch this, that door's meant to open and enemies are meant to follow. Now, whether it's because I'm in texture mode, I'm not sure. I shall try it now. Right, so that doesn't seem to be working, so when I walk past this point, there was a block, as you can see, and this time it's successful, and the enemies start following me. There are now 3 of them, making it more dangerous. Then a key gets dropped again, walk through the door, gaze at the nice scenery, and then get to the end of the level, and then you win. So that is me playing the game. So now I'm going to show you some of the technical aspects. This is the menu outside of the camera and the sky dome. The play button is unclickable. Right. Here's the programming. When your mouse is over it, it goes to the next, goes to the scene tutorial, which is this level. And if I can select the player, you can see got spotlight, 2 cameras for the different camera angles. This is a level and the beautiful background scenery. These green boxes signal doing the whole looking at the dangers in front of you. This green box makes the enemy start following you. So this is the programming for the player. Just keyboards and then making him move. This is the health, his properties, making it go down. And then if we, this multicolored line It's what the enemy follows to get to you. These are the boxes. Don't have any programming, just have rigid body physics. This is the enemy. Here's programming, losing health, making the grunt noise when it gets hit, dropping the key, slowing down. These red boxes are the things that make the enemy jump over because it can't do it itself. Going to the HUD. You can see it's just one big camera with the health up here and the ammo down here with its own programming, making it go up and down. This is level 1 in its entirety. And the tree. This orange box here that you couldn't see, it was the thing that made the player bounce up to get onto the tree. This player has pretty much the same programming as the first one, but because it couldn't jump, I had to make a delay sensor so it can jump after a short period of time each time it does jump. This is the river where the player touches it dies. Green box again to open this door here and let the enemy start following you. Final enemy is the one that drops the key. And then this is the end of the level. You walk into it and it takes you to the next level. Then this is the death screen. And also the fireball and the key are in a different layer, so they're still in the scene but just elsewhere. And the key just always spins around, and when it's picked up it sends a message to let the player progress and also makes it disappear. Fireball to make it fly, and it does end itself after a short period of time. With this, it also does a little spinny thing, like as shown. My overall feelings towards the game is good. I like it. A bit biased because I made it. So yeah, feeling good. The aiming works. All the collisions worked eventually. Yeah, the texturing I think is good. Level 1 nice and colourful. The tree I'm proud of. Took me an hour. And yes, that is basically my game. Thank you.